I will read the agenda. And please, before we start, please, mute your phones so they don't ring during the testimony. Thank you, I appreciate that. Board of Alders notice New Haven. The Aldermanic Affairs Committee of the Board of Alders will meet in person on Monday, February 24th, 2025 at 6 p.m. in the Board of Alders chamber located at 165 Church Street, second floor, New Haven, Connecticut, to hear and act on the following items. 1. LN 2025-0051. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Lisa Stanger to the Cultural Affairs Commission. Number 2. LM 2025-0046. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Kenton Julap, I'm sorry, I probably mispronounced your name, to the Cultural Affairs Commission. Number 3. LN 2024-0749. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Eric Gonzalez to the Development Commission. Number 4, LN 2024-0740. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Chiara Segovia to the Environmental Advisory Council. Number 5, LN 2025-0047. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Nathan Earl to the Youth Commission. Number 6, LN 2025-0050. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the reappointment of Melissa Singleton to the Commission on Equal Opportunities. Number 7, LN 2025-0049. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the reappointment of Ernest Plan to the City Plan Commission. LN 2024-0652. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the reappointment of Joseph Edwards to the Homeless Advisory Commission. Number 9, LN 2024-0748. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the reappointment of Andrea Millay to the Homeless Advisory Commission. Number 10, LN 2025-0048. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the reappointment of Susan Enriquez to the Peace Commission. 11, LN 2024-0757. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the reappointment of Dr. Alice Forrester to the Board of Public Health. Number 12, LN 2024-0743. Order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the reappointment of Greg Gonzalez to the Board of Public Health. Order Honorable Rosa Ferraro Centeno, Chair. Attest Honorable Michael Smart, City Town Clerk. These items are on file and available in the Office of Legislative Services, 165 Church, New Haven, Connecticut, 06510. For disability-related accommodations, please call 203-946-7651 voice or 203-946-8582 TTY/TDD prior to the meeting. Public comment and testimony may be also submitted to public testimony at newhavenct.gov before 2 p.m. on the day of the meeting. This meeting may be viewed on the New Haven Board of Alders YouTube page. Thank you. And I'll have the members of the commission acknowledge who they are that have joined us this evening, and I'll start on my right.
Alder Hubbard, Ward 3.
Alder Evelyn Rodriguez, Ward 4.
Rosa Ferraro Centeno, Ward 13.
Teresa Maria, Ward 12.
Alder Henry Murphy, Ward 11. Alder Gary Hogan, Ward 28.
Thank you. And we do still have one member that will be attending, but we do have a quorum, so we have enough to commence the meeting and make motions. So item 1 is Lisa Stanger. Is she available? Come on up. Hi. Could you state your name and address for the records, please?
Yes, my name is Lisa Stanger, and I live at 21 Alden Avenue in New Haven.
Okay, and you're being appointed to the Cultural Affairs Commission.
Correct.
And tell us why you would like to sit on that commission.
A few years ago, I got an email that the mayor had sent, I think, to a number of New Haven residents asking people to consider signing up for commission. I really hadn't heard of it before then, so I felt a call to action. And I looked at the different commissions and I felt this one made the most sense for me. I've been involved on the board of International Festival of Arts and Ideas for many years. I moved to the area from New York 23 years ago, and I've always really enjoyed the arts and culture scene in New Haven. I think New Haven has an unbelievably diverse, accessible, and rich cultural arts scene, and I want to continue to see that happen for everyone and to make it even better than it is.
Okay. Any questions from the committee?
Yes, sure.
Okay, sure. Alder Murphy.
Yes, thank you, Chair. Yes, why are you interested in serving or continuing to serve?
New Haven for me is an adopted city. You know, as I mentioned, I moved here from New York, but I've been here a really long time. Well, for me, it seems like a long time. It's like a third of my, almost a third of my life. And I plan to stay. I plan to, this is my new home. And so I want to be involved in the city. I care about the city. I think the arts is important for the residents, for the economy, for the future of the city. And it's an area that I feel, there's a lot of things I care about in the city. I care about the schools, but this is something that I feel that I can offer in terms of my knowledge and involvement, offer in some ways, being part of a commission that can, work with the city or make suggestions, or I know something about it. As I was sitting here and listening to the other commissions, I'm like, well, that sounds good, but they're sort of not really my area of interest or my area of, current expertise.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, do you know when the meetings are?
I believe they are the first Monday of the month.
And do you know that there also are subcommittees on the Arts Council as well? And so you may be interested in the subcommittee as well. Would you be able to add that to yours? Most of them sit on a side committee as well as the major committee.
So as long as I have notice of the meetings, because like a lot of us, I have many evening meetings. So but as long as I have notice, I can make sure to fit it in.
Okay. And seeing that there's no further questions, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, what are next steps?
Our staff person will let you know,
Okay.
or our colleague over there, Alex Guzman, will be able to help you as well. Once we have a vote at the end of the meeting, you can stay or go. This is for everyone. You can stay or go, or ask the staff person. The end of the meeting, we take a vote, and it goes forward to the Board of Alders. And so it's a first and second reading, so probably not till the end of March. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Tenzin Junab. I probably said it incorrectly, but I apologize. Come on over here. Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. It's me, everyone.
Name and address for the record.
My name is Tenzin Donna. I'm a current undergraduate student. I live on 74 High Street in New Haven.
Say your name, last name again.
Donna.
Donna. Okay.
Thank you.
No, because when a colleague goes to say your name on the board, when he reads it off, making it so that he can understand it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, go ahead. Why do you want to sit on the commission?
Yeah, so I'm from both New Haven and I grew up in a Tibetan refugee settlement in South India, but my dad, he had migrated to New Haven in the 90s, and I remember growing up in New Haven and hearing the stories of, working really hard in the city to try to get roots down. He would always tell me about how he wished that there were more opportunities to feel represented or seen, not even by the city, but also in like the physical spaces that we have in our city. And I think what has always been really inspiring is Mrs. Jefferson's idea of what cultural equity can look like, particularly how we can show up for our neighbors, but also make sure that our neighbors' stories, origins, and roots can be seen in our city. And it's always been really inspiring to see the work that the commission has been able to do to, fund art work, murals, to make sure that those exact things are seen in our physical spaces, and also even like funding initiatives such as art grants for resettled Afghan women to engage in artwork and represent their own stories. I think it's incredible that that the Cultural Affairs Commission has been able to facilitate this work. And being the son of both an immigrant, but also an immigrant to New Haven, I really want to see that there's more cultural equity to make sure that, especially in this current climate, that folks feel welcome, that folks feel seen and embraced by the city as well.
And I have another question. You're at Yale, right? You said, if I remember correctly. Are you in the arts program too as well there?
So I'm not in the arts program, but I study ethnic studies. So I've always been following how marginalized and underrepresented communities have found their voices by claiming art for their own selves, dictating what that can look like. And I think that's one way I've thought about it. But I've also I'm not very good, but I've played music my entire life. I've been in jazz bands. I play the baritone tuba, and I think that music and the arts is just a perfect medium in terms of bringing people together to see things that are pleasant, but also things that invoke such strong feelings and memories for folks. So yeah, the arts are very important to me, but it's also very tied to what I study and hope to continue studying.
Any other questions from the committee?
I have a question, Chair.
Yes, Hubbard, sorry.
That's okay. Just one question. Why do you feel like you would be a good fit for this particular board?
Yeah, I think that for me, the work that I've always hoped to do is like with community participation and community direction, and I've done that through my research in public health. So I'm very involved in things such as community-based participatory research. So making sure that folks really design what the research questions are to make sure that folks guide how research is conducted, and how I understand what I hope to contribute to the commission. I would want to ensure that there's more participation from the communities, and make sure that that's done more equitably. So I talked to Ms. Jefferson about exactly what that can look like to have more active participation from the community, and she's she and I have talked about making sure that we have listening sessions to make sure that the initiatives, the grants, and the projects that we put through the commission really reflect what the community feels is really needed. And so I think that in my background in public health and trying to really engage folks, I'd want to carry those skills over. And also there's a lot of resources that I hope to facilitate the commission in accessing through the university, because we all know that the university needs to pay its fair share, but I really hope to facilitate those relationships and that share of resources to do the work that we will all do together. Yeah.
Any further questions? Any further questions? Yes, Alder Moran. Yes.
You're looking at your resume, very impressive. Very impressive. I see you very much so have a heart for the people to do the work and to get people informed of the different resources and everything. So very impressive.
Thank you.
Any further questions? Do you know when the meetings are?
I think I saw 4:30 p.m. on the first Mondays, and if there's some committee, I'd love to join.
Just wanting to make sure you haven't sat on any committees yet.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next person is Eric Gonzalez. Eric Gonzalez. Chara Shakovia. Nathan Earl. Hi.
Nathan Earl, 280 Front Street.
Thank you. And you're being appointed to the Youth Commission.
Yes.
Tell us why you would like to sit on the Youth Commission. It's a very intriguing commission, and it has to deal with a lot of youth.
Sure, no, absolutely. So I think we'll start with on a personal level. I mean, I have an uncle, a proud uncle, a gaggle of nieces and nephews, and I work with a lot of youth in my professional work before I moved here. So I've seen, being here for a couple of years, I've seen the resilience youth have, that our community has, but I also be mindful that there are social drivers and there's gaps that need to be addressed in any community. But with the resources that I'm aware of in the community action here in New Haven, I believe it's going to be a part of that. The commission is a nice place to start. I moved here, as I said, 2.5 years ago, initially for a grad, shortly after I started a grad program, and I fell in love with it here and made this my permanent home. I've recently launched a project here through OTIP that brings funds to New Haven, but it's specifically looking to empower and prevent violence among youth and young adults.
Wonderful. Any questions from the committee?
None from me.
You do know that the Youth Commission is in charge of making sure that the commission works with the youth advisors, and they make legislation and improve whatever is working and what's not working. You basically are delegating to the Youth Services Committee, the organization, I guess, that's on the first floor.
I wasn't thank you for that.
Yeah. I don't know if you knew that, but you basically are ensuring that they're following guidelines that are within the charter. And so we like to make sure that people that do entertain these youth commissions, especially, it could get a little misleading. So it's up to the board of the commission to ensure that they're following the rules and regulations of the commission. I want this commission to be successful because in years past it has not been. And I want to make sure that people who are on this commission are committed to our youth. And so that's why to me personally, it's important for me because I have a passion for youth. So I want to make sure that we're doing the right things for our youth in our city. Any further questions?
Okay, no questions or comments. Skimming through some of, what is in your bio. Again, very impressive.
Thank you.
And thank you for being concerned with our youth and the way that you are with the things that matter, the human trafficking that's going on, the racism, everything. Thank you. Thank you for having a heart and concern for us.
Thank you, Alderman. Anyone else? Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your time and service. Thank you.
Melissa Singleton. Ernest Pagan didn't need to attend. Joseph Edwards, are you here? Okay, come on up,
Oh, I am
Joseph.
there. I didn't know I didn't.
Um,
How you doing?
Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Ernest, state your name and address for the record, please.
Yeah, Ernest Hagan, 135 Lone Avenue.
And you're being appointed to the City Plan Commission.
Yes.
And you are a reappointment, but I think you just became chair too, if I'm not mistaken. I read it in the paper the other day. So congratulations. You weren't required to attend because you had a great attendance record.
Okay.
But I'm glad that you're here. And so it's not always that people attend, even though they don't have to. But we appreciate the fact that you did attend. So tell us what you is the commission working for you the way you feel? Or what are the changes that, seeing that you're now chair of the commission, what changes do you see going forward?
Well, I think we had a great team, and I just think, I'm doing my job if I could keep things running the way Miss Leslie Radcliffe had things running. And I just pride myself on being where I'm supposed to be. And I'm young, and I love to serve my city, so I just want to give my city what I got while I'm strong and young.
That's wonderful. Do you have any questions?
Point of clarity.
Yes.
I believe there is a question in reference to attendance. If you were to look at page 4 of the packet.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Right here.
Maybe. Oh, I see.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, 72%, but that's still above 60, so that's pretty good record. Seeing that it is a city plan commission, we need to ensure that everyone attends the city plan, because if no one attends the meeting, we can't pass any of the projects that are being presented. So it's imperative that people do attend, and they that's why anyone that's questions that for reappointment that comes in, if they're below 60, 55, 60, 65%, that means that there's a problem. And so we want to make sure that, so yours was 72%, so was there a reason why you didn't attend all the meetings, or that's just a question that we asked?
Oh, yeah, sometimes my work schedule got a little crazy traveling. I just didn't think it was safe to jump on the Zoom while I'm driving back and forth. So if I wasn't in attendance, it was usually a situation like that where, my schedule probably got a little crazy and I couldn't jump on the Zoom, but I'm pretty good at making sure I'm at meetings.
Wonderful. Because they elected you chair, so obviously you're doing something right, correct? And welcome, and I hope you do great things.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
Pleasure meeting you. I know some
Thank you.
faces. How you doing, Brian?
Good to see you again.
Always a pleasure.
Bye now. Joseph Edwards? Joseph Edwards. Anita Molay?
These are, I believe, these are reappointments.
Yes, they're reappointments, but they're, the attendance was bad. Susan Enriquez? Susan Enriquez. Dr. Alice Forrester? And Greg Gonzalez? Come on up, Greg. Hi, good evening. State your name and address for the record, please.
Greg Gonzalez, 5 Hughes Place.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
5 Hughes Place.
Oh, Hughes Place, thank you for the clarification. One of the reasons why we had you attend was because of attendance. So we want to make sure, I know that another member of the committee has asked them to switch the time so that make it more available, so when she can attend. Is that the case with you as well?
I was on sabbatical this year, so it interrupted my attendance for this year, but,
Okay,
and I try to attend the meeting either on Zoom or in person.
okay. Thank you, I appreciate that information. Is the commission something that you want to continue in? Is it something that you enjoy?
Yes, definitely. I mean, enjoy is,
Public health?
public health is enjoyable, but it's more important to protect that for this community, so.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we just wanted to make sure what are the issues that you incurred, whether they be attendance, like you said, you were on sabbatical, so that may be the reason why you couldn't attend the meetings. But if there was a question about a time, is the time okay with you?
We're generally at 5:30, we're moving it to 6.
Yes, that's what I heard.
Either is fine. The big problem is I was 3 hours behind for most of last year, so it was difficult to.
Okay. Okay, thank you for attending. I appreciate that. That's important to us so that we know that we can make a good judgment call on your qualifications to continue on the board. Anyone else have any questions? Thank you. See you, none.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else here that is here for the committee of reappointment that I didn't call? What is your name, please?
Melissa Stapleton?
Okay, come on up, Melissa.
Hi,
Hi,
good evening,
how are you?
everyone. I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. You state your name and address for the record, please.
Sure. Melissa L. Singleton, address is 416 Edgewood Avenue, second floor, New Haven, Connecticut, 06511.
Thank you. You did not need to come this evening. You had great attendance. So, but it's okay, because that means that you're excited about the commission and you like the work that you're doing.
I do.
And so that's important, when you have good attendance, but we like that the people come so that we can ask them questions. How do they feel that the commission is going? If you see any problems, issues, or concerns that may come up that you would like to see.
Not really. The only thing that I would like to see is just to be more active. Because I know we attend the meetings and we go through the reports and everything, but me personally, I would like to be a little bit more involved in things that may affect, the city. So to be a little bit more active in things, to advocate a little bit more, because I did kind of go a little bit above and got my OSHA 10 as well, if that was needed. So
Right.
I just want to make sure that I can kind of fall in sync with everything that the committee is doing.
Wonderful. And that's important because it's a commission on equal opportunity, so we want to make sure that everyone attends and everyone understands what their responsibility is. Did anyone have any questions? I would suggest, Melissa, that you see our colleague Alex, whose name is right behind our colleague. And so he'll tell you what you need to do.
Okay.
Or maybe he can direct you to the chair, and maybe you could, have a conversation that you would like to be more involved. And that's your way to ensure that you're happy and that you're fulfilling what you want to do.
Okay.
We want to make sure that the people who sit on these commissions are enjoying what they do. And if they're looking for something different, then we need to speak to the chair. So that's your avenue to speak with Alex, and he can help you with that.
Awesome. Okay. And I spoke with them, so they're aware that I'm
Okay.
looking to do more.
Okay.
But I'll still speak with Alex.
Okay, thank you so much for attending this
All
evening.
right. You're welcome. Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. For anyone else, let me see. Eric Gonzalez. Chiara Shokavia. Joseph Edwards. Miranda Mulay. Susan Enriquez. Alice Forrester. And Greg Gonzalez we saw, so we can move on if there's no other objections. And would like to make a motion to close the public portion?
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we close the public portion of our
Is it been moved in second discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any objections? Okay, the motion passes.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
I'm inviting the item regarding the approving the appointment of Lisa Stringer to the Cultural Affairs Commission.
okay. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say, I'm sorry, discussion. I apologize.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
I just would like to share in reference to this appointment that the term will end June 1, 2027, replacing Francesca Vignola.
thank you. So noted. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, any abstentions, the motion carries.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
I move the item regarding the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Tenzing Downup, Dundum to the Cultural Affairs Commission.
thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, there's been moved in second discussion.
Madam Chair, although he has a background in health, I think it's wonderful that he also has significant work and background and experience in music and arts, and that will be an interesting role to play in our Cultural Affairs Commission. Additionally to that, the term will end June 1st, 2026, replacing Rid M.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? None? Okay, all in favor, it's been approved. The motion carries. We'll move the no's that no shows to the end. Okay.
So, Madam Chair, we will move the item regarding the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Nathan Earl to the Youth Commission.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved in second discussion. Well, I'd like to make a discussion item that I think that he is very committed to our youth, and I think that he will be a wonderful asset to the committee. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstention? The motion carries.
Madam Chair, I'd like to move the item regarding the New Haven Board of Alders approving the reappointment of Melissa Singleton to the Commission on Equal Opportunities.
It has been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
There's been moved in second discussion.
In her term of work with the Commission on Equal Opportunities, she has demonstrated commitment and has 80% of attendance.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? The motion carries.
Madam Chair, I'd like to move the item of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the reappointment of Ernest Pagan to the City Plan Commission.
Second.
Been moved in second discussion.
Madam Chair,
That's all. I read it.
Mr. Pagan has demonstrated that he is very interested in remaining on the City Plan Commission. Additionally to that, he is now the chair of the City Plan Commission, which is exceptionally important, and he has shared that his attendance will be a lot better, understanding that the City Plan Commission is one of the most important commissions in the city, and that it requires a lot of commitment and dedication to the work that it projects to the entire city. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I'd like to move items in reference to the New Haven Board of Alders approving the reappointment of Joseph Edwards to the Homeless Advisory Commission, the reappointment of Unidra Muley to the Homeless Advisory Commission, and the reappointment of Dr. Alice Forrester to the Board of Public Health, and the reappointment of Greg Gonsalves to the Board of Public Health for the purpose of being discharged to the full board. We do not have time for a first and second hearing, Madam Chair.
Second.
There's been moved in second discussion. Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstention? The motion carries. Thank you.
Madam Chair, I'd like to move the item, the New Haven Board of Alders approving the reappointment of Suzanne Henriquez to the Peace Commission.
Second.
Been moved in second discussion.
Madam Chair, this person did not appear, she did appear, right? Yes, she did.
No, she did not.
She did not, I'm sorry. Additionally to not showing, she has 25% of attendance. I ask that we withdraw this appointment, Madam Chair.
I would like to add, if you would like to make a notation, change your motion, because we can move her to March meeting, she still has time.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I'd like to change the motion. please.
Okay, so please restate your, motion.
I'd like for us to have the opportunity to revisit this reappointment in the March meeting. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Second?
Second.
Okay, it's moved in second discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstention, the motion carries.
Madam Chair, we look at the appointments to the New Haven Board of Alders, approving the appointment of Eric Gonzalez to the Development Commission, and also approving the appointment of Shavira to the Environmental Advisory Council. None of these two individuals are showed up, Madam Chair.
Thank you, it's been moved in second. Discussion, I will add that both of these individuals, they did not show. There was an issue with attendance, and we had mentioned at the last meeting, I had, Mr. Lucas research the information, and we had said that, because there were issues with the time of the meeting, and they worked it out with the chair of the committee, that we would pass them through. So that was,
Yeah, but let me make sure we're all on the same page. Alder Rodriguez, which one's it?
Eric Gonzalez and Shavira.
Okay,
And
so
I
those aren't
believe
the ones,
these are not the ones.
no, the
No.
ones that you had talked about were
these to be withdrawn.
Forrester and Edwards,
Okay,
the ones you discharged. These two, Chuck Vera is one who we've had,
Leave to
should be the second time.
yeah,
But
she
she's
didn't
missed.
show.
But Gonzalez, you have time. For Gonzalez.
No, I didn't think so, because
He
he
was-
didn't show in January.
He didn't show in January, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
so those two, you're right, because that was a December.
Yeah, that was a
Nomination,
December meeting, yeah.
Madam Chair, how do we pursue?
So the motion that you would make is that we give both of them, Eric and Chiara, live to withdraw.
As I had initially
Yes,
intended.
thank you.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. I ask that we give in reference to the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Eric Gonzalez to the Development Commission, and the order of the New Haven Board of Alders approving the appointment of Shavira to the Environmental Advisory Council, a leave to withdraw, Madam Chair.
Second.
Moved in second discussion. Thank you for correcting that. I got a little mixed up.
Yep.
There were so many changes in this one with Alice Forrester and,
Edwards.
yeah, and Edward, so I apologize.
No worries, but let's go back to that for a second while you're there, because you all moved to discharge those. I just want to make sure
Yes,
that that's what we're,
We're
yes,
moving to leave to withdraw.
yes. Joseph Edwards, Unidra Mulane.
so two separate things, Alder Santana going on at the same time. So the ones that we just did
Yes,
are for the leave to withdraw.
yes,
That is 3 and 4.
yes,
Going down to 8,
8, yeah,
9, 10, 11, and 12,
yes.
which you all moved together to
No.
discharge.
Going to, my apologies. According to our notes and documentation, we looked at the appointment of Joseph Edwards,
Edwards, yeah,
Unidra Mulay, Dr. Alice Forrester, and Greg Gonzalez discharged to the full board.
Right, okay. So making sure that.
yeah,
Even
that's
though
what she.
We understand that their attendances are
Mhm.
not in good shape.
Yes,
No. And then number 10.
Number 10, yes.
Is number
We
10 in
did
that.
number.
She
Yes.
included Dr. Alice Forrester in that.
No, that's,
Yeah, number 10,
11.
we did a
The
leave,
10 is Suzanne.
we did a leave to withdraw.
10 is
Number
LPW.
Susan.
Susan, which is number 9.
No, that's 10.
Number 10, Miss Susan Henriquez. She did not show up.
Oh, Enriquez, no, we can move it to March.
That's what-
Yeah, that's what we said
Oh,
originally.
yes, my apologies.
Yeah, we said that in
we said
March.
because she was able to.
Yes.
Got it.
Thank
Okay.
you, thank
There's
you.
too
Get
many
everybody on the
moving
same-
parts here.
Get everybody on the same page.
I think we got them all, right?
Yeah.
If we don't
We
need
got 'em all.
anyone else. Okay, thank you all for being here this evening, and I would like to close, I have a motion to close the meeting.
Second,
In
So
second
moved.
discussion. No one's gonna discuss having this, a discussion to leave? Okay, seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
opposed?
Any opposed, any abstention, the motion carries. Hey, you made it. Now, that little cheat sheet that I gave you, that I had, all of us